what is it? Muckle Flugga.
Like this.
Oh, it's Muckle Flugga.
Hello, I'm Jen.
And I'm Kerry.
We are Whisky Geeks.
Not whiskey snobs.
So if you like all things whiskey,
And you're not a snob,
subscribe! And I brought Kerry back again to try some more whiskies.
Excited!
So yeah, we've been trying Kerry. Kerry's a whiskey newbie, and we've been trying Kerry. We've brought her on as a guest, and we're trying her on some whiskies that we think might be quite good for whiskey newbies or advanced whiskey newbies.
Ooh, I'm advanced.
You're
now.
advanced
Oh,
now.
I'm getting
You're
there, advanced.
But Kerry is our resident gin connoisseur, so she knows everything there is to know about gin.
Well, I try to.
And she tells us lots about gins, but we're educating her on whiskies.
Which I'm thoroughly enjoying.
Of course. So today we've got something that I think is definitely very good for a real whiskey beginner. So see if you agree, because sometimes it's hard, having liked whiskey for many years, it's sometimes I think what might be good for a whiskey beginner is not always exactly right, so it'll be good to get the perspective from your angle.
Oh, okay.
So this one it's a Speyside.
Okay.
So usually when people are starting to get into whiskey, we'll suggest a Speyside because it's lighter, altogether friendlier, fruitier, sweeter, just more approachable.
Which incidentally, actually, the very first Speyside I tried was a Benromach. Which is
peated.
Which is peated. So,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, that was my introduction to a Speyside, and I was like, well, that's not what I was expecting. Still enjoyed it,
Yeah.
but it wasn't what I was expecting.
Ah, right. Well, this one might also not be quite what you're expecting, because this one is the Muckle Flugga, which is a great name for a start.
Oh, I love it. Already, I love it.
So, undisclosed Speyside distillery. So we don't know what distillery it comes from. There's so many distilleries in that area that it'd be impossible to tell, I think. Some people might know. If you think you know which one this is, I have an idea, but I don't know. It's too hard to narrow it down. But if you think you know what distillery this comes from, please let us know in the comments. And what they do is it's bottled by an independent bottling company, but they're overwintering it in Shetland. So it's matured in oak barrels in Shetland for a year before they bottle
sounds
it.
like my life. Like my ideal life. I would love to overwinter in Shetland.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm desperate to go. I would love to go to Shetland just in general.
The idea is that the atmosphere and the environment on Shetland will be different from where it would have been matured in Speyside. So
Have they done like a comparison, do you think? I mean, obviously it's an undisclosed distillery, so you're never going to know which distillery it is. But it would be quite interesting to compare them side by side.
It would. There have been studies done, not with this distillery that I know of because we don't know what it is, but there have been studies done on same whiskey filled into same casks, and some matured inland and some matured by the sea, and they did an analysis of the salt content.
Okay.
And the salt content was higher on the shore, the salt content was higher on the coastal one, but whether it would be enough for human taste buds to detect, I don't know.
That's really interesting because, I mean, obviously wood's very porous, so like it's going to absorb stuff. So are these barrels sitting out in the elements, or are they sitting in a bonded?
I think they'll be in a bonded warehouse.
So how does those elements get into the bonded warehouse?
I don't know. See, that's the debate. That is the debate. But I guess when the whiskey evaporates out, when the angel share comes out, it's got to be replaced by something.
So
it'll be
air in the
air in the warehouse,
which has come in when you opened the door.
Yeah. So whether or not it actually makes a difference or not, nobody really knows. I guess.
I guess so.
But we can try it and see what we think.
Yeah, I'm up for that.
Ooh, fruity.
It's quite fruity.
Fruity,
but not
first of all. I think
apples?
it does.
No.
Oh, yes.
Yes, maybe.
Green apples.
Yeah, it's tart fruit.
Tart, fresh. Yeah.
It's not not green apples we like for Glengoyne is green apples, because Glengoyne's quite appley.
Yeah, it's almost more like a green apple that you've bitten and then left out to go brown.
I've done that. That's how come I know.
Oh yeah, a wee bit like caramel apple or toffee apple.
I get the caramel. I was about to say caramel just as you said it. I was like, I get the caramel. Kind of almost autumnal then.
Yeah.
Because caramel apples just remind me of Halloween.
Yeah. I don't know if
I don't ever eat them at any other time of the year.
I think I thought that was going to be a lot
Really
more floral and crisp than that.
No floral in that at all.
No.
To me, at all.
Stewed apples.
It's very, very wintry.
A wee bit like stewed apples in porridge.
I love stewed apples in porridge. I haven't had that in ages.
So warming. Comfort food.
Very much so.
Oh, that's really nice. I'm not getting any saltiness at the moment, I don't think.
No.
I wonder if that'll be on the taste.
Maybe.
Should we try?
Yeah.
Smash
it. Oh wow. That's got spice. Is that the right thing to say?
I find it quite herbal.
There was a buzz that came off that that just made me think spicy. But
like a ginger maybe?
Yeah. Is it ginger?
Like a fresh root ginger. I think.
Tea.
Yes! I was actually going to say hops. Like a really hoppy IPA. But I think you might be right with the tea.
Taste of tea.
Good quality, like loose leaf tea. Assam tea.
Oh, I love Assam tea. I'm not a tea drinker, but I do like Assam.
Malty then maybe, because Assam is often describe it as malty.
That's maybe what that is,
So,
yeah.
Oh,
it's lovely.
it's so nice. I think I do get the salty. I don't know if that's in my head now. Because I know that was the intent.
I don't know if I get the salt. Muckle Flugga it's a lighthouse in Shetland, isn't it? Muckle Flugga, massive rock.
A really funny name. I love the name of this Muckle Flugga.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, we have this in the shop, a lot of people buy it for the name. Because it is a great name.
I would buy it for the name, but I wouldn't be disappointed with the contents.
No, it is lovely actually. I don't think I would have bought this actually because I think I thought it was a wee bit gimmicky, which maybe it is.
The bottle's a really interesting shape as well.
It is. The bottle's lovely. I think it's looks more like a brandy or a Calvados.
I was going to say, like, your old-fashioned medicinal bottles as well. That kind of shape.
Yeah. Like, I would have thought that this is chill filtered as well, because it's down at 40%, and usually that's what will happen. If it's not been chill filtered, they'll keep it a slightly higher percentage to stop it from going cloudy at room temperature. But I have come into the shop a few days in the winter when it was really cold to this totally clouded up. So that makes me think, even if it has been chill filtered, that there's still probably quite a lot of oil in it. I think this one would be great for, see if you've got like a gathering of lots of people, or like a party that you're just buying one bottle to share out and you're not bothered if there's none left at the end of the evening. This would be perfect.
Yes.
I think that would suit a lot of palates, but it's interesting enough to talk about. Tasty. But yeah, join us again next time when we try something else new and different and unusual.
Will you have me back?
I'll have you back. Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited. Thank you.
Cheers. Flange. Thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed our video. If you did, please give it a like and a subscribe. And you can follow us on social media at The Grail Tastings. See you next time. Slange.
On the palate, it's quite biscuity.
Yeah. Malted milk or something?
Yeah.
Is that what they're called? Milky malts? Malty milks?
There's malts in the name of the biscuit. I don't know if I've ever tried a malty moo.
I think they're called malted milk. Maybe it must be.